Hey YouTube, total failure of acoustic corner today, trying to mic up acoustics. Got this lovely, you can see it there, on the old crotch cam, which is there. Also, debuting, the shoe review channel down there. There we go. So these are a pair of cat boots I bought in a charity shop for 20 quid. They're like worky boots. I've got quite a few. I said to Jen, I don't know, like, well, last year or something, was that pair? I haven't had cat boots for years. I quite fancy a pair of cat boots, and then I've ended up with 4 pairs of boots in the last couple of months for like, I don't know, grand total of about 30 quid or something like that. So that'll be part of the review, basically because I've got the camera there. But it's a Art and Luthierie. It's a A&L Wild Cherry, and it tells you what kind of wood it's. Wild cherry is 42% of it, maple 33%, walnut 13%, cedar 8%, spruce 4%. That would make me think it's sounding like it's an all solid guitar. It could be, to be honest. What I should have done is actually look this up. I do recognise the name. To be honest, I just don't really look at acoustics. I never really have. So, you know, I don't know. I feel a bit ignorant about this, but it says it's made in Canada from Canadian wood, so this might be quite an expensive guitar. It certainly feels like one. For some reason I had it in my head it was a cheapie. I think I'm getting it mixed up as the Adam Black or something. I don't know, there's something about the logo and the Art and Luthier thing. Art and Luthier sounds like a bad translation. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it was like, I suppose, well, I've fixed it. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of damage around about the bridge. It was not attached when I got the guitar. Now it is. Well, it was attached. Someone had tried to glue it, but really, see, if you're going to glue it, you have to clamp it and glue it, and you have to leave it for ages. You can't sort of glue it on, look at it tomorrow and go, oh, that looks fine, put strings on it, because it stretches and moves, so you need to pure... Yeah, this is my first ever bridge re-gluing, so I'm learning a little bit about acoustics. I do quite like the... I do, to be honest, actually quite like this guitar. Even the fact that it has been repaired kind of makes it cooler somewhere. Like, it's not been repaired so you can't see it. I've not done any of that. Jen's going to paint the top of it anyway, I would think. But there's something about it just being dead honest and light and easy and for the performance. Right? I can show you chords, bits of leads in that, man. A wee bit further away from the mic though. Mic. Out the mic. That whole thing about doing that arpeggio thing that I keep doing, it's just a case of just memorising kind of like the intervals in your head, what it goes da 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 da, and you just start and you've got your kind of your normal scale, so you're playing it in A there, so you would normally get, you know, is it that? Something there. Okay, like that. But then you get this sort of arpeggio thing when you're playing all the... So that's those notes are all there. I'm not playing these ones. I'm not doing... I was always stuck with kind of... Well, you're playing an A, so you've got, you know... So that's every time I go up to another string, I'm always going to the lower note that's on the 5th fret. So you don't need to do that. That's me going, instead of going and going. And the work, that kind of works everywhere. Sometimes. I should have just put Jen got a pile of these keep out straps, and this is attached the way I hate. Basically, any acoustic I've got, immediately it gets a strap button put in that bit there. And I was like, oh, it doesn't have a strap button, doesn't have a pickup, doesn't have a strap button. How annoying. I've actually got strap buttons. I think they, to be honest, I think they cost 50p for two. So I should have put one on, but by that point I'd already found a bit of string and tied on at the headstock, just to remind me of how annoyingly weird it is. I'm not actually finding it that bad because it's quite a big guitar. You know, it's like a full-size dreadnought. I've maybe got it a bit low as well. Left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day, but I never knew the good side of the city, working out the way things might have been. The wheels keep on turning. Rolling, 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 rolling on the river. John Fogerty, the total master of playing the open chord songs. Amazing, so many of them are brilliant. I don't know how to play it now. D, so it's just G. What's a bone, bone, you ready? And another chord there. That's a different song, but yeah, open chords and an acoustic. Yeah, so as you can see, I don't really have that much to talk about with acoustic guitars. This one's an interesting colour, it doesn't have any paint on it. Well, it's a sort of light skinned. I think that's why I thought it was cheap. It doesn't have any paint on it. Actually, I ended up watching, I think it was, again, I'm talking about Anderson. I know people don't like him. I like Lee Anderson. It was a Justin guitar, something like that. A guy that kind of reminds me of James Blunt, sort of English. You can imagine him being a tank commander. And the sort of the upper class elements of the British Army, if they still exist, officer class, you know. And he was talking about just playing open chords and the joy of, well, I assume you will know this from playing the guitar, but like a D, and then you get your pinky on one, so you go, and basically that. And you've got the A. But then there's another one. There's so many wee twiddly bits you can put in, like a D you've got. Then G doesn't really have one. There's so many ways to get through this. I noticed this when I was staying in Pennsylvania with the previous owner of that guitar, Bill, and he could play a ton of songs, knew all the words and all that, and they were all sort of, I don't know if you would call them country, sort of country blues, I don't know, Americana. What was it? He kept playing a Jackson Brown song. I don't really know Jackson Brown. They were maybe a little bit too, I don't know, that kind of thing. But he had so many variations of just the G, C, and D. But there's so many amazing, very catchy, like riffs and stuff that were in just the chords. So it'd be like, but it'd be like. That's a good one there to go to the from a D to like you hold that note on and play a C. but still holding that note now. And then play that one. Then kind of I'm sure it's a Who song. I think it's Zeppelin actually. The sun refused to shine. Well, it goes to G, and I would still be loving you. But see all that. There's so many notes in there, which is a case of just I kind of know it from learning so many songs that have got those bits in it, but there must be some sort of theory to it. But basically, I was talking there about the D with the pinky on. Gives you something to do, so you're not just sitting playing D. You can go. This morning, in my head. And again, thing about acoustic, which the same as any general guitar. Why is this turned into a sort of acoustic lesson when it might not even work? It might just be noisy like all the other videos I have. Don't know. Guess I'm in the mood. But it's much more impressive being able to play something simple really well than it is playing something complicated but not really well. Sometimes you can see how much I just wing it all the time. So when I'm doing all the fancy, it sounds like I know what I'm doing, but see when it goes wrong, like it sounds horrendous. So I wouldn't do that if I was in a band or something like that. Well, I would always be very sure that the rest of the band were aware that I'm going to try different things. But if I do, when I do hit incredibly wrong notes, I can recover and come back in and just kind of go, "Who did that? It wasn't me." That kind of thing. We're good at that in the Sabbath band. The acknowledgement that it was my fault there, but I'm not admitting to it. So you get the bit where it's like you just pure fucked up a bit. You look at Craig. Craig's just like that. And he's like, up here, huh? You fucked that up. And vice versa. Looks kind of mad. Look at the way my legs are going. Looks like my legs are. I quite like. That's quite amusing. I can't stop looking at that now though. So if I do, I can bend it in ways that legs don't bend. It's just like, that way. That backwards. What? Right, so if this video works, then you'll get to see it, which is good. The last couple have only been like 2 minutes long, but for some reason I think it's working this time. I think I've just got incredibly dodgy leads, and this try to do things live. Oh well, okay, it's not going out live, but I'm recording everything live is a bit difficult. There's not really any way of monitoring it. I can wear the big headphones. At this point I'll probably know whether it's going to be sounding horrendous or not. Put these on. Cable's not quite long enough. But you can't really hear the talking. Hold on. Have I just done this whole video without the mic turned on? No, I haven't. Let me try a wee bit more of it. And I do feel sorry for I noticed Mr. Whitesnake the other day was the other week talking about the sliding up the D chord thing. I hope it's not the bane of your existence the way it is for me. It's like, oh, give me an acoustic guitar. I just have to do that. It's something that you can play and you can play it loud and it's up the neck rather than being stuck down at the bottom. I've already mentioned it. I always felt like I was always stuck in the open chords on an acoustic because I don't think I was strong enough melodically to play lead. It really shows up mistakes. Distortion doesn't hide in. You got none. And you've got, it's like as soon as you start doing that, the whole song or what you're playing falls away to nothing. So you really got to commit to that. Wonderful. Right, so I've got other if this worked, I've got other acoustics. I'd kind of like to be able to do it sitting down though. I need to work out some way to do it. The thing that's really pissed me off as well is I'd like to sit on my new orange couch, but see with the window behind me, ideally I would have the couch there so that you were getting some natural light and actually get some idea. Because you can see, look at the 3 different cameras in here. They're all the same in the same room, so you've got like a sort of super sunny perspective here, and from the two, from that one, and then this one's dark for some reason. I hope that you're never going to be able to see it. I mean, yeah, okay, right. Well, this might be today's video. This might not be today's video. If it is, welcome and like and subscribe, and there will be more like this if this works. If not, then you've not seen this. So I can say whatever I want.